Thanks, Carson. As she said, my name is Justin Willits. I'm a planner in the Service Development Department, and I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about how we got to this service change, what prompted some of the changes, and how we're thinking about service for all you customers out there. So we'll start in the university area. We've heard some calls for the return of our fixed route service to USF's campus over the years. So we'll start with routes 5 and 48. Route 5 currently travels east and west on Fowler Avenue between McKinley and Bruce B. Downs Boulevard. We're proposing to take that route back onto campus a little bit differently than it used to, but we'd like to travel on Spectrum Boulevard and put a couple more stops on campus to make those connections a little better. Similarly, we're proposing to take Route 48 from 50th Street and operate it through campus on Holly Drive instead of Fletcher Avenue. We have a good amount of service on Fletcher Avenue, and we plan to keep a lot of service there, and we think that this will make access to and from campus a lot better for students and our customers, employees, and everybody in the community. The next change we'll be looking at is for Route 48 is extending that route to serve the communities north of Fletcher a little bit better. We've heard that over the last few years, and we really think this is a big win for the community. We have 3 options that we're considering for this change. The first one on the left is the staff proposed option, working with some of our operators and some of the folks in operations, to go north from UATC on 22nd Avenue and doing a large one-way counterclockwise loop to Livingston, Sinclair Hills Road, Nebraska Avenue to Bears, and then Florida, coming back across Fletcher and into 131st and UATC, excuse me. The second option we have is a similar one-way counterclockwise loop traveling north on 22nd to Livingston and Sinclair Hills, but then coming right back down Nebraska Avenue to 131st and back into UATC. And then finally, there's a third option that travels the same way northbound to Livingston, Sinclair Hills, and Nebraska, but then would come back eastbound on Bears Avenue to return on 22nd, and which would restore two-way service on North 22nd Street. We'll have a survey on our website that's going to be posted in the next few days, and we'd really promote you all going to heartserviceinput.com and completing that survey. When it's up and running, you'll be able to vote and give us comments on all of these options. So please do that when you get the chance. The next routes we'll be looking at are routes 42 and 45. Currently, Route 45 ends at the Yukon Transfer Center, and Route 42 travels from the Yukon Transfer Center to the UATC. What we're proposing is that Route 45 would complete the connection from that area up to UATC, and then Route 42 would be split off as a one-way loop. This would remove both routes from the Yukon Transfer Center, as the Route 45 would then travel on Bush Boulevard to North Florida Avenue to Lineball and then 15th Street, and then into UATC. And then Route 42, this is a concept we've heard a lot from our customers about. This is consistent with some of the plans we've put forward in the IOC surtax plans that have not yet been realized. But we've heard some complaints about folks who don't want to travel from UATC all the way to Yukon Transfer Center as they're trying to get north of Fletcher. So this really makes this a much cleaner service, and we think will make some of those folks pretty happy. So please weigh in when you get the chance at our website and complete the survey. The next route we're going to look at is Route 33 on Northdale Mabry, where we currently operate the Northdale Flex. We're proposing to eliminate the Northdale Flex and replace it with an hourly fixed route service with the Route 33. Currently, Route 33 operates every 30 minutes. But as I mentioned earlier, there is quite a bit of service on Fletcher. Some of our most frequent service in the whole county operate on that corridor. So we feel like the extension of that route to the Northdale Mabry area is an improvement for the route, even though it's a reduction in frequency. So please weigh in when you get the chance and let us know how you feel about this modification. Now we'll look at one of our longer routes in the whole HART network. Route 275LX has been a connection from the Wesley Chapel Wiregrass Park and Ride down Bruce B. Downs through the University Area Transit Center on Fowler to downtown and Marion Transit Center, and on to the airport. This route is very long and requires a lot of resources to operate. And what we've seen over the past few years is that over 50% of our ridership occurs on Bruce B. Downs Boulevard between the University Area Transfer Center and the Wiregrass Park and Ride. So we're proposing to maintain that service, and we're looking to make some different connections from downtown to the airport. There is a lot of service between the University Area Transit Center and downtown. So we've currently proposed this route only connect on Bruce B. Downs Boulevard between Pasco and the University Area Transit Center. So we'd be really curious to get your feedback on that.